Okay, in this video we are going to be adding and subtracting polynomials, and we're going to be doing it with the Avengers. Yeah, also I don't own the rights to these guys, so please don't tell anybody. I'm just trying to make this fun, okay? Now, in order for this to work, we're going to need to know the cast of characters. Now, it's okay if you have not seen the Avengers. I will fill you in. I am by no means an expert, but I did see the movie 3 times, and I'm pretty sure I know who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. This, my friends, is a major good guy. This is Thor. He's got amazing hair. He has a cape, which is awesome, and he's very strong, okay? Like the ultimate good guy. And over here we have Thor's half-brother Loki, who is a big jerk. Okay, kind of funny, but mostly a big jerk. He's for sure a bad guy. But back over here on the good guy's side, we have Hawkeye, who's got an amazing shot. We have Captain America and Scarlett Johansson. And I do not remember Scarlett Johansson's name at the moment, but we're just going to call her Scarlett Johansson. And over here on the bad guy's side, we have this thing. And I don't know if there's a name for this thing. I'm sure there is. But this is the thing that comes and basically destroys the city at the end of the movie. Just absolutely destroys. So, for sure, bad guy. And back over here, we have crowd favorites Iron Man and Hulk. And I'm sure everyone knows who these guys are. Robert Downey Jr., Smart Alec, everybody loves him. And over here on the bad guy's side, we have the Chitauri. I did look that up on Wikipedia, so fingers crossed that that's right, but these guys are definitely bad. They're really mean and cause a lot of damage. So we're going to use these good guys and bad guys to kind of show how to add and subtract polynomials. So go along with me here. We're going to let Thor up here be x squared. This trio of good guys be x, and Iron Man and the Hulk, they're going to be numbers. Now, all these good guys are positive terms, okay? Positive x squared, positive x, positive numbers. Now, these bad guys over here are going to be negative. You know, they're just bringing everybody down. They're negative. So Loki here, he's minus x squared. This big guy is minus x, and the Chitauri are going to be minus, numbers. So if we have a polynomial and we're adding it to another polynomial like this, before we deal with any numbers, I just want to deal with superheroes, okay? So let's look at this polynomial first, this one on the left. I have 2x squared, so that's 2 Thors. I'm going to move 2 Thors down here. They're going to kind of stack up here. Now we have minus 2x, and since there's a minus here, I'm going to take this guy, minus 2x, 2 of him, and we have 3, and that's positive. So 3 Iron Man Hulk combos. Come on, guys. Okay. So that's the first polynomial. Now the second polynomial, I'm going to put them over here. So we have an x squared, that's 1 Thor. Okay, 1x, that's one of these guys. Put them down there. And minus 5, so minus 5 Chitauri. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know. See, the point of this is that you learn how to do algebra. I'm less concerned about your knowledge of the Avengers. As great a movie as it is, but okay, now we're adding them together. So we're going to take all of these good guys and bad guys and add them together. Well, now this bad guy and these good guys are for sure going to cancel out. Like, no question, they can take them. They all cancel out. These 3 good guys can take out 3 of these bad guys. Because they're pretty strong, and so 3 of those bad guys are going down. Okay? So now let's just rearrange what we have left here. Okay, so now we have 3 Thors, and Thor is x squared, so we have 3x squared. Now we have one of these big destroyer guys, and those big destroyer guys are minus x, so we have minus x. And now we have two of the Chitauri, and the Chitauris are just negative numbers, so that'll be minus 2. Okay, so now let's do it with numbers. The Avengers helped with that example, but now we can do it on our own. Okay, so there's two ways to add. We can either do it horizontally or vertically. So first I'm going to do it horizontally, so you can get practice with that. So I'm just going to look across. I'm going to rearrange everything so that the like terms are together. So we have that 2x squared, we've got that x squared, we have a minus 2x, a plus x, we've got the 3, and the 5. So now all we have to do is combine the like terms. So we have this 2x squared plus x squared will be 3x squared. We have the minus 2x plus x, which will be minus x. And we have the plus 3 minus 5, which will be minus 2. Okay, so that is our answer. Okay, now the other way that we can do this problem is vertically. So a little v for vertically. Now for this I'm just going to line them up vertically. So we have 2x squared minus 2x plus 3. I'm going to put the other polynomial right underneath, like this. And now I'm adding just like I would if I were adding numbers. So I'm going to go straight down. So 2x squared plus x is 3x squared. Minus 2x plus x is minus x. And 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So we got the exact same answer. We just did it vertically instead of horizontally. So feel free to do it this way if you find it easier. If you'd rather, you can rearrange and add things vertically. It is totally up to you. You get to decide which method works better for you. Okay, now we're going to try an example with subtracting. Okay, so it's just like last time. We have two polynomials, except this time, instead of adding them together, we are going to subtract. So what I think is the easiest first step is to take this minus and distribute it throughout that polynomial. So we're just going to take this minus and multiply that by each thing. So basically we're just reversing all of the signs. So instead of minus, this is going to be positive. This is going to turn to negative. This will become positive. This will become positive. Okay, so let's see what that would look like. Okay, so notice that all I did was change all of the signs, and the most important part is that this changed to plus. So let's look at that one more time. I took this minus, I want to change it to plus, so I have to multiply everything by minus. Okay, so basically we just reversed all the signs. Alright, so now I'm going to do this the same way as we did the last one. Okay, so we have all of our parts. Now we're adding together. So this Thor, this Loki, they are going to take care of each other, just like that. Now these two bad guys, I'm going to send these two good guys over to take care of them. So all four of them are going to, disappear. Okay, so what we're left with here is we've got two of the trios. and the trio of these avengers represents x, so we have 2 x's left. And we have 5 of these guys, and they represent positive numbers, so we have plus 5. Okay, so now that we've done it with superheroes, we're going to do it once with numbers. Same problem, but we're going to do it with numbers. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the horizontal way of doing it. Then we'll cover the vertical way, okay? Now, there's a tricky first step with subtracting horizontally, and it's because of this minus right here. Okay, so that minus adds a little complication, and I think the easiest way to take care of that minus is by changing the signs of everything in this polynomial. So really, what we're actually doing here is distributing that minus. So we're making this plus, and now I'm going to change all the signs. Minus x squared plus 4x plus 2. So all I did was I changed that minus to a plus, and then I changed each of the signs. So now you can ignore this part, and now it's just an adding problem, and we're really good at that because we already did that once. Okay, so I'm going to combine like terms just like I did in the last example. Or not combine, first I'm just going to move the like terms to the correct spot. So I'm going to take that x, and that x squared, sorry, and that minus x squared, put them together. I'll take this minus 2x here and the plus 4x. And then I have this 3 and the 2. Okay, and now it's just about combining like terms. So these two are going to cancel out. We have 0x squared minus 2x plus 4x. We're going to end up with 2x. And the 3 plus 2, we end up with 5. Now, you do not need this 0. In fact, it's better if you don't write it that way. So I'm going to make this 2x plus 5. Which, if you remember, was the same answer we got when we did this problem with the Avengers. Okay, now that's the horizontal way of doing subtraction. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you the vertical way. Some people like that method better. You get to decide which way you prefer. If there's one way you like better, then that's the way you should always do it. Now, to start the vertical way, we line them up vertically like we did in the last example. So I'll put the first one on top. Now we have minus x squared minus 4x minus 2. Notice the parentheses. So we're subtracting each of these things. So now we're going to take this first one. We have x squared minus x squared. That's going to be 0. X squared. Now let's look at the second one. We have a minus 2x minus negative 4x. So it'll be plus 2x. It's like a minus 2 plus 4. And finally, we have this 3 minus negative 2, so that's like 3 plus 2, so that's 5. Okay, so once again, you don't want to write that 0 part, so I'm just going to write 2x plus 5. That's my answer. So you get to decide which method you prefer.